Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Becky. Today we are going to be doing a layout just for the fun of it, just for the art of it. You can see right here I am showing you the papers I'm going to be using. Now when Kathy was here visiting, she had pulled out several items from my stash and put them in one of those little IKEA organizers, and I went ahead and just pulled out some of the stuff that she had already pulled out. You can see right here I am showing you some die cuts. These are from a thin cut we have at Close to My Heart. I guess Kathy must have just cut out a few of those thinking she'd use them, but she didn't end up using them, so I'm going to go ahead and use them on this layout. You can see right here I am using a flip flap. I really wanted to play with the flip flaps. I have not done that as of yet, and I'm also going to be using 3x3 photos, 2 of them. There is a time where I decide or think that I'm going to pull away one, but I end up keeping it. Yes, I wasn't sure where I was going with this as I was tapping my fingers, but what I am going to do is I am going to go ahead and join together these die cuts, or these cut files, or actually they're cut from thin cuts like I said. I'm going to join them together and go ahead and back them with some paper. This is how I end up joining them, just with 2 sides, or actually 3 sides. You can see right here I had joined them together. I just used some liquid adhesive to join them together, and I am going to put them on this cute little butterfly slash moth slash dragonfly page from Page Evans. Actually, I am using some removable adhesive to go ahead and put the thin cuts down onto this paper, and it's because they're so thin. I didn't want to use washi tape to keep this in place when I outline it, because I didn't want to rip it. So I'm going to go ahead and lay it down. Like I said, I did use that removable adhesive, and I'm just going to take a regular number 2 pencil and go ahead and outline around it. After I outline around it, I will cut it out just with a little pair of scissors. So I'm trying to be pretty careful. And when I cut it out, because I didn't turn them upside down, this is the side that I'm going to be using, and the side that I'm drawing or marking on is the side I'm going to be using. So yes, I'm going to be careful when I go ahead and cut out this whatever I'm pencil outlining. When I cut it out, I'm going to cut just to the inside of the pencil line, or try to cut just to the inside of the pencil line, so that when I go ahead and put it behind the thin cuts, it will match up pretty closely. It's not going to be perfect, but you know what? That's okay. I'm not perfect either. Here, I go ahead and take it off. See that removable adhesive? It's really cool. Whatever is left on the page, I could just rub my finger on it and it'll come off in little dots. So yes, that's really cool. Okay, you can see right here, I am going to go ahead and start with the base of my page. Now the papers I have out, I'm not really sure who this blue one is by. The back one is Page Evans. You can see that that was gutted out. That was a paper that Kathy used on a previous layout. I am just going to add some liquid adhesive to my little die cut piece, or my cut file piece, and go ahead and commit to the placement of it. So we're just going to lay this down, just so I am putting it closer to the bottom than I am to the top, because I did find this little word piece that says dream, and I wanted that to go at the top as my title. Now here I am playing with the flip flap. Can you guys believe how long have I been selling Close to My Heart stuff? I don't know, a number of years, mostly just buying it. But can you believe I bought a lot of flip flaps, but I have never used them other than like the album classes, or classes put on by Close to My Heart, where I have bought the kit. That's the only time I've ever used them. I've never used a flip flap just on my own. Even though I own them, I never have just on my own just said, I think I'm going to use these flip flaps. Well, I went ahead and did it this time because I never do it. So I really wanted to see what I could come up with using it. I think this is so cute. I love it. I can't wait to add photos. Sorry about that. I can't wait to add photos into here. So you can see, because I'm not using a sketch or anything, I just felt like creating something just for the fun of it. So I'm trying to decide where I want my photos to go. This is where I said that I did take one away. That would have looked cute with just one. Actually, I might have even liked it better with just one, but I am going to go ahead and add the other photo back in. Now you can see right here where the cut file kind of goes in. That's where I went ahead and put my title. I wanted that dream, the D, to kind of stick down into that little dot. Or that little dot, no, that little space between those 2 circles right there. We're going to go ahead and, yeah, like that. So cute. Okay, so this little cute little flower right here, when Kathy was here, I had some sassafras flowers and she remade them. She did a video where she remade the sassafras flowers, and you can see she even stitched it and everything. So cute. And she did have this one left over, so I am going to go ahead and use this. She also had a couple little pieces of flowers from our flower die cut, just they're not put together. So I put together the one in the top right. It is not even cute. And then I also fussy cut some pieces out of one of the papers that were out. These are Paige Evans papers, except for that blue background. And now that I'm thinking about it, it might be Bella Boulevard. And you probably don't care, but that's what it might be. Now, can you see where the flower that she made with the thread on it? It's got the border design on that flower, and it's also on the leaves. That's a lot of that paper. So what I'm going to end up doing is when I go ahead and commit to putting that leaf down, I will end up turning it over. Okay, so right here I found this other Paige Evans paper that was pulled out. This is gorgeous, right? Oh my goodness, I feel bad cutting it up. I'm just using it for the pink. This is a pink piece I am just going to put underneath that flip flap so that maybe we could put a photo on it perhaps, or maybe we can write some journaling on it. Perhaps we can, I don't know, just a number of things. It's just a plain pink piece of paper that is going to be laying underneath the flip flap right here. See, it's just plain. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that. I haven't done anything really to it as of the completion of this, but I think that might be journaling, or just a spot. That actually would be a great hidden journaling place. In fact, I do have several layouts that I haven't really done on camera because the journaling I want to do is not necessarily for public consumption. This right here would be a good alternative for me to do that. All right, so you can see right here I am pulling out some other pieces that were just out. We have some buttons, and of course we have these suitcases that I had fussy cut out. I love fussy cutting out pieces because look at them. It just looks like a die cut, right? It's fabulous. Love it. Well, I go ahead and pull all that out. It is very heavily travel because I figured maybe I would end up doing this, doing a travel page, because I do a lot of travel pages. Well, I'm not going to end up doing that, so the suitcases are going away. See how I flipped that leaf over? Looks so much better, right, with this blue instead of that pattern clustered together so many times, because we had the border pattern. That leaf was the border pattern, and then the border pattern is on this flower too. That was a lot of it. So I went ahead and flipped that leaf over and just got the navy blue. I think that's really cute. I am taking my little foam dots and cutting them in half while they're still on the plastic piece, because that makes it so much easier, and then just putting them under the tips of the leaves like this, so I get a little bit of dimension. Like I said, when I was doing this, I was just doing this for the art of it. Actually, I was like, I'm going to call this for the art of it. But I really don't think I am, because it's not really that artsy. You can see here I did go ahead and pull in the 3x3 photo mat. It was nice to just sit here and play with the layout just for the sake of playing with it. It felt really good. I was really enjoying myself with it, as you can see, just putting little die cuts around the page. If I was actually doing a layout, trying to teach somebody something, I would have thought it out a little bit better before I started it. But because I'm just playing, I just sat down and started playing. You can see right there that moth. I fussy cut out that moth. I did fussy cut several of those out to go down around the page, because that's what I used in the cut file. Well, it's not really a cut file, as you know, but just for simplicity's sake, we'll just call it a cut file. That's the paper I used to back that cut file. So here's that flower I did. Now, actually, when I put the button on top of that flower, I actually stitched it on. That's why I just now took those scissors and had to cut the thread. I thought, well, maybe I could put this little travel piece, this globe on it. Yeah, it doesn't look so cute. I will end up ripping off that outside pattern to this and put it on there. I'm going to go ahead and trim that globe up. You can see I did leave that pink on the edge. I'm going to go ahead and trim it up a little closer to make it look like a circle, like that. It looks a little better that way. And I can see that I do have it on this layout, but when the layout is finished, that is not going to stay. I don't love the way that came out. I love Kathy's flower. I think that is gorgeous. And actually, if she wouldn't have used them all, I would have been using them all on this page. But I love hers. But the way mine came out, not so much. I don't absolutely love it. Here, I'll put it down right there. Yeah, this was a globe, but I trimmed off all the things that goes around. You can actually see a little bit of the purple at the top of that circle. So it's very cute. So I do move these around quite a bit. I originally thought, oh, this will be so cool to put one of these flowers on the flip flap so that when you lift it up, right, you're lifting up the flower too. I thought that'd be so cute. And I really do still think that's a really cute idea, but that is not what I end up going for. So right here, I am going to commit to the placement of the 3x3 photos. They're just going to be stacked. We're going to put one at the bottom, and then we're going to move one a little further up. You see, I did, if I would have only used one, I wouldn't have had to cover up so much of the cut file. It's like, it's hardly even there now, right? I should have probably just used one photo, and I guess I could always go back and change it. So it is Sunday. It's the start of a new week, and I hope you all have a fabulous week to come, and I hope you had a great week last week. Last week, I did not have a great week, so this week, I am looking forward to it going much better. Now, even though I'm putting glue or adhesive on here and putting it down, I will pull it up and move it. Yeah, this isn't making my heart sing the way it is right here. Now you can see I did take some of those moths and go ahead and put them down. Now I am taking this flower sticker, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on the pink right here. It'll be sticking out a little bit when the flip flap is closed, but not with that flower there. When that flower is gone, you'll see it sticking out a little bit. And then when you lift up the flip flap, you see the whole thing. I will finish off with some wild berry, I believe. This is wild berry sequins. We're going to put those down all around the page. Now, when I change this around, I'm not sure, or when that flower goes missing down at the bottom, I'm not sure if I show that or not. You know what? I might have left that flower there. It might have just fell off, because if you look in these final photos, it's not there anymore. But it is fine the way it is right now. I think it's very cute. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me. See, it's gone. I want to thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to support my channel, please check the links down below and hop over to beckybidding.closetomyheart.com and pick yourself something up. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.